Well, folks, you know I love these. Some people hate them, other people get on with them. I definitely get on with them. I bought this off eBay, and one of the things is, after all these years, I've finally been able to get brand new power connectors for these. So we're making up leads. We've got them on eBay. Someone's done this as a makeshift thing. Somebody's also done that to the the high-low power switch. I think we've got enough scrap chassis to be able to sort that out. So I'm not going to power this up. I think we'll open it up. Right, 45 pence dinner's cooking at the moment. And that gives us enough time, I reckon, to open this up. It's so difficult to set the receivers up on these, but I think they work great. Always got lovely transmitted audio, and they are a reliable set. I can only think, apart from the relay we've had VCO problem once. This is the LCL Communicator as well, the Planet 2000 and the Serpent UK 4000. And when you look at the board, it says Serpent UK 4000 on the board, so that's, I suppose, what they were intended to be. It doesn't look messed with. It's got the LC7136 synthesizer rather than the later 7137, so it's the fatter one. So somebody's eliminated the high-low power switch, probably because it was unreliable on this set. So we'll go through it. There's supposed to be a ballast resistor in these somewhere. Of course, just when I want to look at a scrap chassis for reference, I can't see one lurking. We've also had from one of our customers a brand new HP, I think it's the 6500 for optimization, and we've also had from him Harvard Good Buddy. He acknowledges in his letter that I don't like them. It's not that they're a bleed over box or anything. It's not that they don't work okay. It's they're unreliable. That's my beef. But again, now we can access these power connectors. That's another of the Harvard Good Buddy problems over. Luckily, this has come with one. So these use the standard Cybernet mic. I don't know that we even need one for it to power up. Which of the sockets is? Which is the socket for? I've no idea. I've got nothing coming through. Have on that one. So that's the. So we'll put the signal generator on. They usually have good squelch action as well. I had somebody I worked with, they got married and they asked for an LCL Communicator NI440DX for a wedding gift. And not from me. It's a bit too expensive a gift, but it was from a relative. And they could have had any CB there was. They'd been on our testing panel, and the Communicator NI440DX was, in their opinion, the best set they'd had. So we've got the signal generator on. We're at 0.3 of the microwatt. It is hearing. So we'll start by, we'll start by writing down the parameters, but we won't start by writing down the parameters. We'll go and get a mic we'll see whether it actually transmits. If we can sort this out, it'll go on eBay because I've got one anyway. But it'll be a really good demonstration now we've got those connectors. So let's look at transmit. Are we in picture? We're not. We are now. It does transmit. It's just doing 3 watts. Tune this, we will last on CPD while it's 3.5. Frequency is 2779081. Test gear is pretty cold. This will be probably 10 more by the time we're done with the temperature. And just set the signal generator so it's the same. I'd hate to be unfair. Right, let's go to the cyanide meter and see what we've got. That's 1 microvolt, so that's 10. It's pretty lousy, but it's of known worth. See if that was as good as it got. 0.95. For 20 dB, that isn't too good. It's 2. Squelch operation. But at least it opens. It is 550 millivolts. The sensitivity. That's a bit dirty, to be honest. But as close as I can get. Isn't very good. It's 5.5. That wouldn't go around scratchy corner very well. Let's look at the S meter. We've got S9 on there. Test set. And S9 is there. So it's being a bit generous at 335 millivolts. And finally on transmit, we'll do the other channels when I'm going to have my dinner. It's a bit high, so yeah, we know it's a bit low. Right, I'll come back in 20 minutes. Right, so hopefully today we've got enough time to do the basic radio. I did find a scrap chassis, but it goes without saying it doesn't have a high-low power switch. So we'll see whether we need that, but this is basically working. Just look at the other 2 channels. Channel 1 is doing 2.95. Channel 40 doing 2.5. We can't do low power until such time as we have a switch. Right, let's go through a tune-up. to find where my twiddler's gone. There it is. Start here and then we'll kind of work backwards. I expect to get 3.5 watts. You know what I'm doing? I've got it on channel 40. What a wally. Right, check there shouldn't be a coil in that one. There's a coil, I meant core, but you knew that. Here's a complete set but with a bodged in relay, so we'll yeah, there should be a core in there. And that could be why we're low down on power. Right, if I can find that other scratch set, failing that we've got a scrap chassis. As in just a board, I meant. Two of these in bits, they're mostly restorable. Right, they've all had the cores pinched, but this one, that could be a broken core. It is a broken core, but can we resurrect it? I think there's a possibility. Oh no, it's not broken at all. It's fine. Oh, I can see why they left it out, because it only just achieves 3 watts with it in, but it's supposed to be in. So let's look at these coil placement. We're going to have to have the bottom off anyway, so we might as well just see if there's anything there shouldn't be. Yeah, I'd be disappointed at 3 watts, but it's not the end of the world. They are supposed to do 3.5. Be like a modern set, won't it? Coming out of the box doing 2.9. Oh, there's the missing core in the works. So we'll put it in our scrap chassis for safekeeping. Yeah, there's no shenanigans under there. Unless, of course, they've wired it so that it's on low power all the time, and then and jacked it up with the low power preset, which is this one. No. That would have been funny though, wouldn't it? We'll just sidetrack, I'll just do the frequency. So now everything's warmed up, it's 27.79104, which is absolutely fine, but we'll just pop it up to... Oops, that was the VCO. Sorry to have attacked you. Do nicely. See what we're like on the other channels. 3 watts. 3 watts. If we put it on the 3 watt scale, you'll see that it's a good 3 watts. Yeah, that's not just, oh, I'm not even on the right meter. See, there's our 3 watts, so it is over. It's probably 3.2 or something like that. We'll call it 3 watts. Right, we're not going to do any better than that, but when it's cold it will be better. Now if we had it on our car, which is charged at 14.4 volts, you just see what it would come up to. So if it was in our car, be doing 3.5 watts. Just pop that back down to 13.8. There we go. Okay, deviation we'll need to do the test set behind. I'll switch that on to warm up ready. Our transmit current is now 1.08. Let's look at the others again because I've already forgotten. That's going to rise a bit anyway when it cools down. Right, so just the meter to correspond with what it's supposed to be. I think it's the preset at the back. I do not like these vertical presets. Go back to channel 20. Key up, bangs across, and it's supposed to be there. Just like that. Low power switch missing. I wonder if we've got something we could pinch off another type of set, which is the right part. So it's quite a chunky switch. Have a look at something. I'm thinking it could be the same as those ones on the back of a Fidelity 1000 type of set. What's this we've got on the floor? Oh, it's Harvard Good Buddy. We'll be needing some parts for the one we've got in from the customer. Somebody skips, it says on the back. Ah, here we go. I'm loath to scrap this because although it's in a state, LCL Enterprise, and a blown up capacitor where it's been on some silly volts, that's pretty well complete. So I'll try and keep that on one side. Now that's not going to come back, is it? It's another, this is the Economy, which is the same kind of thing. And although it's in a better state, I reckon we can recover that switch and that will do us for what we want. I mean, I could order these switches, couldn't I? But why bother when we can recover them? Right, so now having got a high-low power switch in, what position are we in? That looks like it's in the attenuated position. Switch the set back on. We seem to have gone into, yeah, we've got knocked into PA. So now we've got no transmit. We've got 3.2 watts. We've got no transmit. So does the wiring work, or has it been messed with? There we are. 400 milliwatts. Full power, 400 milliwatts. Good. So that's hopefully enough time for the other test set to have warmed up. See where the deviation is. I think it was 3.5. I'll get the tool in ready because it's that one there. Well, it's actually about 4.5. What a stupid setting. Wallow. Yeah, The only radios that would have sounded decent on is the LCL 1000. See what it is on here. Wallow. That it's reading right today. Like it doesn't sometimes. So it was actually 4.5 kilohertz, it's now 2.2 to 2.5 kilohertz, so that's done as well. Shall we check the public address function? Yes, Mr. Tango, we will. Testing 1 2, testing 1 2, testing 1 2. That's that tested. I haven't got the applicator for the spray, so the dirty squelch control will have to come back on. Right, see if there's anything we can do with receive. First of all, we'll see if the delete works. Testing 1 2, testing 1 2. It does. I'll confuse Mr. Chippy. Switchable Roger Bleep. Oh, it must be a Mustang. I think that's the detector. We'll just go for that anyway. Right, switch to the right camera. Yeah, that was about right. About the only bit that is. Let's go to the cyanide meter. I think the IF's out, to be honest. Let's put a bigger signal on. See if we can do something about that. Now we'll go towards the front end. Now that's tunings I'd expect. Now we've got the IF injection, which is this one. So it's the amount of 10.695 that's fed to the receive from the VCO. See what that's now reading. .64. I will want to listen to the what people sound like. 0.64, 0.56, 0.96. Now we know the squelch is dirty, but put it to full. So it's still far too harsh. So we'll adjust that. That's S meter. I'll tell you what, let's prove that by doing it. So where's the S meter? I've got it at 100 microvolts now. So if we get the tool in there, that is definitely the S meter. So RF meter, low power, deviation, S meter, come on Squelch, where are you? It says VR3 Squelch, just there. Yeah, it is, it's there. Wow. That took some finding. So we've got it just open at 100 microvolts. Let's put the attenuator up. That camera's moved. Microvolts. So drop the squelch, turn this to standby, park it at 0.3 microvolt, set the squelch on the radio, that's threshold, radio back on, signal generator back on. Ooh, that's still not good enough. I mean, at the moment it's 1.4, which isn't good enough really. I'll just waggle this around because I say we can't spray this at the moment because the service hole isn't here. Try and set it again. Yeah, that's better. 0.664. So it's just a matter of the squelch. That's spot on now. It's just a matter of this control being a bit dirty. So 0.64 is excellent. And just check it's 100 microvolts. On full. It is. Right, so we've got a couple of things to still do, but I just want to put it on the aerial and see what people sound like on it. It's alright having all the test gear, but that's fine.
I didn't get this. I got this message, and everyone who works in this company got the message. So my message was call. Because you know, and you're learning more.
Roger. Who thinks he deserves extra money? I don't think he does. Right, back to the test gear, and we just need to, yeah, I'm pleased with that. So somebody's just adjusted everything. Yeah, not the answer, is it? So apart from spraying those, just need to sort this power connector out. Oh well, it's ripped the wires out. Well, not thick enough anyway, to be honest. It's like 1 amp speaker wire. It does need to be a little bit heftier than that. Oh, it's brilliant! Look, they've left the screws in. Right, I'll pause the video and get a connector. Okay, well, done the power connector. So, something I noticed though, I saw some fresh solder while I was putting the power lead, fly lead in. This capacitor, they've put in 100 microfarads at 16 volts. Well, I looked at one of the other sets we've got, and it's didn't need to get the circuit diagram out because it's 470. It's supposed to be at 16 volts. We'll put 25 volts in, and these are the Nikon ones which we have to hand. So that will go in as a far better than. That's the kind of thing which could cause a hum. So I haven't got time to go over this tomorrow. No, I've got time tomorrow. I haven't got time today to go over this with the isopropyl alcohol and for it to dry. So we'll do this, and then we'll once again connect it up to the aerial. But it's, other than that, it's in good condition. It's not really had any work other than round there. Something missing from there. Nope. And that diode. Not quite the same, but I'm sure it's right. Good, well, we're done. So we've got a nice new power lead, courtesy of Mr. Chippy. We've got these on eBay now. The proper communicator, because those workman ones we got, you used to have to shave a little bit off to get them to fit. But these are exactly the right ones. And there we go. And hopefully we've got it wired the right way around. That would be funny, wouldn't it? I'm over the moon we've been able to make these leads, because so many of these sets have had to be bodged just like that. 19 and Roger. Well, no.
I'm only quoting what he said he was getting paid, £120 a day. And you divide that.
I'm more likely to get £20 a day. Good. Well, we're in Land of the Living. Another set rescued. I said I bought it off eBay, but couldn't really be having it receiving like that. Right. Well, we'll do an on-the-air test tomorrow, and thank you for watching Manor Kestrel. Back to Land of the Living.